before we get started, let's check out the links in my description. We all want nice things. We want the car, we want a house, we want a high limit credit card. But if you don't have at least a 680 credit score, you're not even in the game. So click this link here to know where you stand and get your free credit scores from all three bureaus. That will be Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. And also get your reports. If you would like to be free and become financially independent through entrepreneurship, click this link here to be free. If you'd like to get cash back, which is a discount during shopping, please click this link here to see my favorite cashback sites. And if you enjoy the music you hear in the background, please click the link here and subscribe to It's Oasis. Hello everyone, welcome back to Community Wealth. Today is December 24th. It is the eve of the 25th, and it is exactly 7 days before the end of EIDL. That's the EIDL loan, the targeted advance, and the supplemental targeted. That's the loan, the $10,000 advance, and the $5,000 advance. That's 7 days. Exactly 1 week left for the EIDL, which ends on December 31, 2021. But first, before I get into that, if you would like to know your FICO scores and what's on your reports, well, all three of the bureaus, Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian, click the credit monitoring link in the description below. If you would like to make $500 to $1,000 plus per week using your vehicle on your own time, click the Wealth Dasher link in the description below. Now, if you don't have a vehicle or you don't want to use your own vehicle, you can click the Wealth Hire Car link in the description below, and that way you can hire a car along with clicking the Wealth Dasher link. You can still make $500 to $1,000 plus per week on your own time. You want to know how I got 5 properties for $5,500? Click the Be Free link in the description below. And while you're online shopping, you can get cash back for your shopping activities. And you can do that by clicking the cash back link in the description below. Now, with there being 1 week left, that's cutting it very close to that supplemental not being processed in time. Because remember, the supplemental, the processing, accepting of the applications, and the reconsiderations, all of that ends on the 31st for the supplemental. So that means after December 31, 2021, there's nothing you can do to get that $5,000 supplemental grant. Nothing. They're not processing anything and not doing anything after the 31st. So the 31st is the absolute last day. And I urge you and I encourage you to get your applications in right now so you won't have to miss out on that. The EIDL loan and the targeted advance of $10,000, they'll be processing those after December 31, but they will not be accepting any more applications for that. That's including the reconsiderations. They'll still be processing the original apps and the reconsiderations after the 31 for the loan and the targeted $10,000, but they will not be accepting anything new after the 31st. So I'm going to get into the website as I normally do. The deadline is approaching. The EIDL application will be accepted until December 31, 2021. They will continue processing applications, including considerations, after that date. This is for the loan. So they'll be accepting applications through December 31, 2021. But after that date, no more application will be accepted. So you can continue putting your applications all the way up to the close of day on December 31. Now, I'm not saying that they're going to do it at the end of close of date, or I'm not saying they're going to stop at the end of the day. I'm going to assume that they're going to stop accept applications on 11:59 p.m. December 31, and 12 a.m. it stops. So if that application is submitted, if the timestamp says December 31, you might be okay. I'm not saying it is, I'm not saying it's not, but you might be okay as long as it's in by 11:59 p.m. December 31, 2021. They'll still be processing the applications for that. The targeted EIDL, the same situation. Oh, by the way, it's the reconsiderations too. So with the reconsiderations and the applications, as long as it's in by the 31st, you'll be fine for processing. And the same applies with the targeted EIDL $10,000 grant or $10,000 advance. As long as your reconsiderations and your applications are in by December 31, 2021, I'm going to assume 11:59 p.m. on that date. As long as it's time stamped, it doesn't say otherwise, so I'm going to assume. As long as it's time stamped for that day, your app should be processed and your reconsideration will be processed by after the 31st. So as long as it's in, they'll accept it and it'll be processed later until the funds are depleted. But on 12 a.m. January 1st, 2022, your app is not going to be accepted. Your reconsideration is not going to be accepted. It's a wrap. Okay? So I say get all of these applications in today so you can have enough time. So you know yours will be processed and accepted. That's just my take on it, what you're waiting for. Now the supplemental, the processing, reconsiderations, and new apps all end on the 31st of December. Everything is done. And you could even assume if your application is not in by, I'm going to say the 29th of December, you're not being processed. Could be the 30th. I'll say the 29th, could be the 30th. It's not being processed. But here's the problem. The problem is if you never even applied, that means that you don't even have the invites. So you got to start from scratch. You got to go to the SBA.gov website, sign up for the loan, then wait for the invite for the targeted, and then wait for the invite for the supplemental. But you can't even complete the supplemental until you have your targeted processed. That way they can use the information in the targeted for your supplemental. So you're behind the 8 ball right now if you haven't even started yet, because you got 7 days left. You got a week. Now again, you probably just coming across this video, but I've been talking about this since the 1st of December. Since actually the end of this November, I've been talking about this. Then you know, hey, it's a deadline looming. It's coming up. It's 31st. And now it's 7 days left. Now, hope is not all lost because you can still get the $10,000 plus the loan. But at this point, that supplemental might be a lost issue. But why not put it in anyway? It's very simple, because once you got that invite, all you got to do is click a couple of buttons and it goes through. So hopefully it'll be processed within a few days like mine was. Took about a week tops for me to get the supplemental. So, you know, you can still get the 15. You can still get the 10 and the 15. You can still get it. Just going to be real tough till you get that 5 out of the 15. But get your apps in. Get them in. Get the apps in today. Thanks for watching. If you would like to know your FICO scores and what's on your reports from all 3 bureaus, TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian, click the credit monitoring link in the description below. If you would like to make $500 to $1,000 plus per week utilizing your vehicle on your own time, click the Wealth Dasher link in the description below. If you don't have a vehicle or you don't want to use your own vehicle, then click the Wealth hire car link in the description below. And that way you can hire a car and use that vehicle to then wealth dash and make $500 to $1,000 plus per week on your own time. If you want to know how I got 5 properties for $5,500, click the Be Free link in the description below. If you'd like to get cash back while shopping online, click the cash back link in the description below. Like, share the video, comment below, subscribe to the channel, subscribe to It's Oasis, and until the next video, let's get this money.